PG for parental guidance. Hola, konnichiwa, greetings and salutations to each and every one of my lovelies this fine day and or evening. And welcome back to yet another Chat and Draw, hosted by yours truly, Ariana and or Angelo. In today's session, we shall be going over matters regarding the LGBTQ community, for we just so happen to be in the midst of what many consider to be, wait for it, Pride Month. Now, for those of you who may not be aware of just about what any of that even means, allow me to give you a little bit of a rundown. For starters, the LGBTQ community, also known as the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer or questioning community, is a group that primarily consists of individuals who, once upon a time, were highly criticized and or stigmatized. It wasn't like they were committing strawberry trafficking or playing Fortnite in their mom's basement without food or water for days on end. No. Instead, they decided to go out and do stuff even more controversial than that. And you want to know exactly what that was? They decided it was okay to date other people of the same gender or even different genders than the one they were born to. They even had the nerve, the audacity to just change their own gender like a mother bloody chameleon. Like, who in the right mind does that? These bodacious individuals. That's who. Also, yes, I used the word bodacious. No, I am not a boomer. And yes, you will live. Also, quick fun factoid. Bodacious means excellent, admirable, and or even attractive. Anywho, these misunderstood individuals would go on to establish an entire occasion by the name of Pride Month. A whole entire month dedicated to celebrating what makes you special, what makes you unique, and overall being proud of what makes you you. And in the holy spirit of Pride Month, I wish to utilize my creative prowess to express my personal support and appreciation for the lovely individuals we shall be discussing today. Beginning with the most mainstream of them all, and for many needs no introduction or explanation, heterosexuality and or hetero-romantic. Also referred to as straight, a set of terms that is regularly used to describe individuals who actively prefer intimacy with someone else who identifies as the opposite gender. For example, boys who like girls, or in vice versa, girls who like boys. Onto another relatively common set of terminologies, this one being cisgender, a term used by some to describe those who identify with the gender that they were assigned with at birth, and not those who identify as cis or struggle with them, FYI the medical condition. For instance, girls who identify as girls and boys who identify as boys. We also have homo-romantic or homosexual, commonly referred to by many as being gay or even lesbian, is the opposite of the aforementioned heterosexuality or hetero-romantic, and are utilized to describe those who fall in love with those who identify as the same gender as them. For example, a boy loving a boy, or in vice versa, a girl loving another girl. Another common one that I personally love the pride flag for, because the colors are so gosh darn cute, is the one, the only, transgender identity, commonly referred to as trans for short. Now, those who identify as being trans typically prefer to be the opposite gender from the one that they were assigned at birth. For example, men who identify as women, or in vice versa, a woman who identifies as a man. We also have bisexuals or biromantics, shortened to bi for convenience sake, are terms that can be used to describe individuals who are typically attracted to both men and women, with the step above that being pansexuality or panromantic, shortened down to pan, again for convenience, who are an absolutely lovely bunch who are typically attracted to most, if not all, genders, including those who prefer to have absolutely no gender whatsoever, which ever so conveniently sets the stage for our next terminology, which is agender. And no, I don't mean a gender. I mean agender as in a singular term or word. One that can be used to describe those who typically don't vibe with any pre-established gender roles, thus choosing to just conform to none of them at all. Now, if there are individuals who are uninterested in engaging with genders, does that also mean that there are individuals who are uninterested in intimacy? Fabulous question, with the answer being absolutely. These special sparkles are frequently referred to as asexual and or aromantic. Now here you go. Whoop-ah! Have fun with this one. Known as non-binary or even genderqueer is a broader term pertaining to anyone who prefers to utilize or identify with a gender that is not being exclusively male or exclusively female. Some examples being the aforementioned agender, gender fluid, bigender, and pangender, to name a few. All of these fantabulous terminologies and even more act as tools that assist others in better expressing their lovely selves and bring awareness to just how special each and every one of us are, and I hope to have expressed that vividly in this drawing I did of a pride-themed flower-shaped fidget spinner, because fidget spinners are fun. Flowers are a symbol of growth, and I threw some butterflies in there as a symbol of change and metamorphosis. Now, thank you all so very much for joining me on this fine day or evening, and I wish you all a super duper uber happy Pride Month.